AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st and 10, Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first down carry by Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Here we go. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Here we go. Here's Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
11 waiting. To the air again, Burrow. the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 36 yards. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all the way out just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
That return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just up. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 51 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go. 11 MT.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
I'm one, Rick.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ready?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
11 MT, take! 11 MT, take!
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Here we go. 11 MT.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone,
Here we go.
but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Burrow will throw.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
From 13 yards out.
And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll get 34 yards there. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
67 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing. Prescott.
And he is caught by Lamb.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Now Elliott. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Elliott. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
11.
Back to Mixon on 1st down.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
Here we go.
That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 empty. 11 empty. 11.
Again, it's Mixon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Burrow looking to pass to Mixon on the check down. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down before a fourth down?
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
11 Palmer. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? And, you know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now Dak. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL?
Now Burrow loses the football.
And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Sliding out of the pocket.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.